Well, it's finished. Yes, Assault Champions events have finished. But what did you think about it? I'll tell you my opinion. No. Anyway, let's go check it out. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and this is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, as I could say, Starbase Assaults, these were the 3 events that we were given. But before we start kicking on to the events, let's just actually do a quick recap on what Alliance Starbase actually is. There you go. That's what a Starbase is. Literally, it is an oversized, glorified miner. Literally, that is about it. And the one thing is, yes, it does have now an addition which has got some guns. Woohoo! It can shoot people, but you can also shoot it. We do have a couple of battle logs to show you where an alliance took on our starbase, and it actually shows. I can show you a firing pattern for this thing. Yes, I've not seen it mentioned yet, but if you have, please drop in the comment section down below. So yeah, that's your starbase, and that's pretty much it. So an alliance starbase requires the efforts of your entire alliance to build and maintain. In return, you'll be able to harvest plasma from storms located throughout the galaxy. That is literally your starbase. Okay? Premiers upwards can upgrade structures and everything. What's the next one down? Operative and above can claim the plasma that's been mined. Agents can't do a thing to it. So, additionally, leaders will need to frequently relocate the starbase to new storms to keep the harvesters operating. All members can provide resources to the Alliance by defeating the Cardassian stations and making purchases in the Alliance store. So that is pretty much it. But what are we primarily focused on this? No, we're actually more focused on the Alliance Assaults. Now, I'm going to cut to a document that we showed in the patch notes video and just quickly go through that one again. So here it is, Alliance Starbase Assaults, and this is pretty much what we was handed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move myself up to the top of the screen, as far as I can go, so you guys can actually see what's there. So the Alliance Starbase capabilities have expanded. It's time to unite with your mates and prepare for a battle. The Assaults, basically, it allows you to steal plasma from an enemy alliance starbase. So to support this new combat, new buildings have been added, and there is also some research. So how to prepare, basically, build up your base. Yeah, build it up. So offense, the below is a bunch of research which will affect your combat efficiency during assaults. So you've got Cardassian weak points, assault damage, defensive maneuvers, armor schematics, resistance, Bajoran inspiration, and we can quickly look at them in game in just a moment. Defense, this is literally the buildings that you've been given on your new section of Starbase where the guns are. My new office to command control, shield modulators, EPS distributors, targeting arrays, and a tachyon detector. Now that tachyon detector is actually pretty awesome. I will give that is probably one of the best features about this, and I'm hoping something similar comes into the game where ships can actually see cloaked ships. For those of you who remember the tachyon detection grid, I will call your attention to TNG two-parter. Oh, what was it called? Worf left the Enterprise by the end of part 1 and went to join. It was basically the Duras trying to seize control of the Klingon Empire after Kempek died. But the Romulans were interfering. So Picard in part 2. Unification. No, it's not unification. That's That's the Vulcan Romanian one. If you can remember it, please drop it in the comment section down below. But yes, so the Romans tried to intervene. Picard set up a big tachyon detection grid with at least 20 Federation of starships on the on the border of Klingon territory, and stopped Sealer from trying to run it. Sealer then took the move of disabling the USS Sutherland that was under the command of Lieutenant Commander Data, and obviously being a science officer as well, and intrigued, as much as he was following orders to withdraw with the rest of the Federation fleet when the detection grid went down, he quickly analysed the sensor readings, brought the Sutherland to a stop, turned around, fired 4 low-yield torpedoes, just enough to reveal them, and revealed 4 warbirds, who then took the tail between the legs and left, because that's now proof that they're interfering in Klingon affairs. So that was a tachyon detection grid, an excellent piece of technology to detect those cloaked ships. And what this does as well is it reveals cloaked ships parked in an armada. Now, whether you can do something about that, I do not know, but yeah, we'll see. So, where they're located on a new structure. You can move between, as you've seen me just do, blah, blah, blah. For combat, though, there is only the one starbase, which the opponents can take on. You also need your subspace superconductors and the various plasmas to upgrade. So how can you start an assault? Well, you've got to be Ops 15 to start it. And you're going to need the new tactical mandates, or as I like to call them, tactical lemons. Because literally, what use are they? To be perfectly honest, what use is it? But we'll discuss that in just a moment. Your starbase must be deployed for you to start an assault. To be honest, to do pretty much anything on your starbase, like start a building, it must be deployed. However, there is a slight maneuver you can use, which is called, you will need a certain resource for it, but is deploy, undeploy. You deploy your base, you start a building, you undeploy it, and speed it up, and then jump it to another node. I mean, you can jump around nodes anyway, if you wanted to. It's a viable method of stopping people coming after you, but once somebody tags your base with an assault, that's it. Your base can't move, it can't do anything. It'll carry on doing the building it's building, but that's about it. So and there you go, it clearly states it there. While the assault is pending against your starbase, you cannot relocate or undeploy, which is a bit of a bugger, because someone tags your base, you can't just drag it in. But I can understand why, because then it says losing these tactical mandates. Now, you can get them through 2 various paths. You can get them through the Autism Pack and the Unity Daily Goal, or you can go buy them. So, can you join the assault? Yes, it is set at 10 minutes. So, it's basically a glorified armada. You turn up, you have a maximum of 3 or 4 players. It depends on the level of your starbase. The first 3 levels, you can only have 3 players. From level 4 upwards, you can have 4. So, whether that increases in time, I do not know. But I will tell you this straight out. G5 ships are pretty much the only things that will get through. And we will see that in the battle log just shortly. Each player may contribute 1 ship, which is auto-selected based on power rating. So basically, it's the same as a normal armada. The strongest ships get in. The total number of assault participants is determined by your command control module on the starbase. You do get notifications to say that your alliance is starting an assault, but you also get notifications to say that someone is targeting your alliance starbase. So, which means you can then send a fleet of ships to go defend it. Now, what do you actually get? You get plasma, right? And I do have a couple of other screenshots which will show you how much plasma you actually do get, because how much plasma you, no matter if you run this armada, right? If you run this assault, you will always get some plasma. Anything that's not protected under the vaults, you will get a percentage of, and it depends on how much damage you do to the starbase, and I will show you that through a battle log shortly. There you go. The percentage of unprotected plasma transferred is calculated based on the relative amount of hull health damage the assault dealt against the station during an assault. This means that any assault which deals hull health damage will be rewarded for assaulting the starbase with a percentage of the defending alliance's unprotected plasma. So if you beat that starbase, you're going to get it all. Literally, you will get it all. Whatever's in that base, you will get it. Even if your ships cannot handle it, you will get it, because it doesn't go on your ships. It gets miraculously beamed over to your Alliance starbase. So, but anyway, right, let's come back into game and let's have a quick look at the events that surrounded this. So here are the 3 events, and we're going to start with this one behind me, which is the SMS. And here it is. You get points for win or lose, and it's literally 50. It's literally split. 100 points for the win, 50 points for the lose, which is fine. But then also you're going to get points for starting an assault. Now you'll see that I've actually completed this, despite the fact that I've said I was not going to participate in this. I literally put a rant in my alliance saying, I am not doing this. This is a big joke. It's a waste of time. The only reason I've got that is because Scopely then decided to add this. Yes, a PvP combat. Now, you had to go to one of 3 particular systems, which was fine. They're a level 26 system, so it's absolutely fine. And just go blow up other players. I got to a point where there was other players just literally sending ships out, and I sent my Valdor and pop, 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 pop. Easy, complete. Went in with a big ship, took out their G1, G2 ships. Easy points. And that's how we did it. For those who did not want to participate in this sort. So at least then you got the chance to complete this. You got those holographic cards. And you got also the Ketracel as well. So for me, adding that PvP was the win in this. That was the win. And then also you got 2 leaderboards. You got your Alliance leaderboard. As you can see, my Alliance did participate in this. And you literally got 1 point per damage. We finished 8th. Okay, not bad. So, yeah. There's not else you can say. It is damage based, and then obviously the solo leaderboard, again 1 point per damage done, and there you go. Did not rank because I did not join any of them. I refused to. And I know Scopely will look at their analytics after this and go, oh, look at all these players that joined all these alliances, and oh, this has been a fantastic event and everything, because players actually participated. We wanted the Ketracel. That's the only reason players participated. That's the only reason. We wanted the Ketracel. You're literally not getting anything else from this starbase except plasma. Alright? And let's break it down, right? Faction Armadas will give you something that can work towards your gameplay. Your gameplay. Cardassian Armadas gives you something towards your gameplay. Something towards your alliance. Something towards, as well, this thing, the starbase, yes. But all you're going to get, in fact, the Exchange Armadas give you something towards your gameplay. This thing, not your gameplay. Well, in the long run, yes, it does work towards your gameplay. But in the short term, no. Because all you're going to get is plasma, which you put towards your starbase. Now, yes, your plasma can go towards your starbase to improve your buildings. So there you go. So there's some plasma on that. So if we did some plasma, special plasma, it'll go towards that. But the only building that really benefits you in this game, out of the starbase, is this. That's it. It's the only thing that's going to benefit you. And where's it going to benefit you? Here. In the Starbase research tree. Yes, because obviously, there you go. That's got stuff in there that's for you. So, let's have a look. No, that's a prime. Cardassian weaknesses. No, okay, so, R&D. There you go. Right down here at the bottom of that, Assembly Chambers Level 1. That's the only part of the Starbase that really affects you. And actually means anything for you. Now, there is another thing, is the Alliance points. Woohoo! But that, again, that's you. And you can get that from the Cardassian Armadas. Your Starbase doesn't give you anything towards it. All it is that Assembly Chambers just unlocks some research so you can go off and do it. Apparently, no, I can't. So, is an Armada worth carrying on with afterwards? My opinion, no, it's not. It's not worth the time. Now, where do you get your mandates from? To give you all the information you can, I'm going to show you. So, I can't get into it. There we go. So you go into here, you click on your daily goals, and you look for, there it is, Alliance Unity, which is basically your helps. Giving 50 helps and you're going to get 20 mandates. Yay! A whole whopping 20 mandates. But that's fine, right? I can handle that. Like I say, it's not a mechanic that I'm fond of. It's not a mechanic I can see going any further than today. Well, after this event. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then obviously, okay, an hour and 41. I can't show you. But here you go, put it over my head. This pack here, where you will get 100. So you can get 120 per day on a free-to-play grind. Okay? So, yeah. But that one, you will need rare Armadas or epic Armadas. Cardassian Armadas, I might add, as well. So just bear that in mind. And that's pretty much the Starbase. Now, I'll show you a couple of battle logs that we've got. I'm going to have to scroll all the way down because there's quite I've been doing a lot of PvE since. That's a map. That's not them. Oh yeah, I changed my in-game name to Mantis Sting Me, so because I put my Mantis out and I was just saying players want to do the dailies, you can use me for now. So we'll start with as you can see, we've got two here. We'll start with the first one, which Lord Lindy did, and as you can see, Star Alliance, they lost, and they've got all G4 ships. Now, this is a perfect. There you go. As well, cargo lost. That's how much cargo they got. Just under 70,000. Which one's that? Is that magnetic? Yeah, magnetic plasma off us. That's all they got. Because that's all we was mining at the time. We lost most of it during the actual big engagements. But here's the battle log, right? So they came at us with 4 G4 ships, right? The first one that disappeared was one of the 2 Katingas, and it got shot by a blast at 1.2 billion. Now, I'm going to show you the firing pattern here, and it's something I sort of clicked on. It's like, because I started scrolling through this, and thinking, well, when does this big gun fire again? And I called this gun, right, the Big Bang, because no ship in this game will survive that gun. No ship. Not even a level 60 G5 epic. They won't survive this because they haven't got a hull health or a total shield health of over 1 billion. Not to my knowledge. If they have, again, drop in the comment section down below. But, so there was the big gun, and obviously that poor Katinga just went boom. That was it. That was a sacrificial lamb. Yes. So if you do these Armadas, make sure you have a sacrificial lamb, because they're just going to get blown up. Now, you've got a 1.2 billion gun there, right? And before we go any further with that bit, oh, unfortunately, I can't show you the base's DPR, but it's not very high. But we start scrolling through. So here we go. Poor Donny, right above my head. I'll tell you what. Here we go. So this one here, 130,000. That's an energy weapon. I mean, you can tell what weapons they are based on the damage gun. There you go, 112. That's another energy weapon. And then this one here, another energy weapon. So that's 3 energy weapons. Now, the energy weapons fire every single round. There's either 3 of them firing 1 shot each, or there's 1 firing 3 shots. Looking at the way these are spaced, I'm going to say 3 energy guns firing 1 shot each. So we move into round 2. And once again, another energy weapon. Another energy weapon. Another energy weapon. Now here comes the best bit. Here is this entire 4 here. This is 2 kinetic weapons. Now these fire every 2 rounds, and it's always on the even round that they fire. As you can see, the first time they shot that first gun fired, it got a double critical in its first go. Woohoo! But then obviously it just hit out. So the DPR for this base is not particularly that high. And then obviously as you scroll through, you'll find that it just pretty much repeats energy, energy kinetic, energy, energy kinetic all the way through. And the next time you'll actually find the Big Bang, round 5, round 6, is right here. So poor Donnie this time was the next sufferer, which is the second weakest ship in their fleet. It was the second Katinga. Yes, it's all this. The Big Bang is always going after the weakest ship in the fleet. So that is round 7. Okay, and then scrolling a bit further, again energy, then energy kinetic, all the way through. And to be perfectly honest with you, our guns are not putting much damage against these G4 ships whatsoever. Where are we? Round 12. The next time it'll fire is right here. And that's against the Kelvin this time, the Armada leader. So he then goes pop. Boom! And then that leaves one poor ship, which is the Coronar. And that survives all the way to round 19, where, yes, you guessed it, that Big Bang has shot again and blew him up. So pretty much its guns are not doing much whatsoever. The only gun that's actually been effective is this one. That is it. It's the only one that's been effective. So now, quickly look, as you can see here, first Katinga down at the bottom there, that was the weakest. Donnie, the second Katinga, next weakest. Kelvin, Armada leader, third, and then Steny with that Coronar is the most powerful in that fleet. So that was it. All 4 ships got blew up. So not else you can do. Now, another member of that alliance, Shriller Killer, came in with a Vorcha. We got 2 Vorchas in this one, but we've also got an ISS Jellyfish, and we've got Lord Lindy from the last Armada. And as you can see, one Vorcha did actually survive, and they obviously cleaned us out of 210,000 because we didn't have an awful lot, but they beat our starbase. So again, quick look at the battle log. There's your first one. That Jellyfish just... No, that's not the Jellyfish. That's the Kelvin. Ooh, so there's a slight twist then. I didn't read this log properly at the beginning. The Kelvin went bang first. And the Kelvin wasn't... No, the Kelvin wasn't the weakest. It was the Jellyfish. Ooh. So that might just throw my theory out. But again, energy weapons follow next round with energy and kinetic. So we'll go round to round 7. So that's 6. 7. Next one to go bang is the Jellyfish. So it survived extra to actually lay some shots on, which is good in an aspect. I mean, maybe the Jellyfish pulls something out of the loop on it. I don't know. Because originally I was thinking you could go at this thing with the Amalgam or something like that. But no. And then here's the Armada leader. He goes bang with his Vorcha. And then good old second Vorcha, which was the most powerful, finished us off. So there you go. So that's the battle. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to give you the quick firing pattern for 6 rounds. So you've got Big Bang, followed by 3 energy weapons. That's on your first round. Round 2, you've got 3 energy weapons and 2 kinetics. Round 3, 5 is 3 energy weapons. 4 and 6, 3 energy weapons, 2 kinetics. Then round 7, the cycle starts all over again. So there you go. So, but anyway, that's all I can say for this event. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this event or not? I best get off and get ready for getting my kids from school. So, have a great day, live long and prosper, and stay safe. Goodbye.